Hey, 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 it's Tia, baby, and I am back with another video. So today's video is going to be the answer to the trivia questions that I posted last week. So first, I want to thank everyone who participated in this trivia game. I really appreciate it. I wish it would have been a bigger turnout, meaning I wish it would have been more people to participate, but I'm grateful for for those that answer the questions. So even though there weren't a lot of answers and the ones that answered weren't all the way correct, I'm going to still give you a shout out. So if I did not call your name, it's not that you didn't answer the questions right or wrong. It was just because it was a smaller turnout than I thought. So don't be upset. There will probably be other trivia questions. May not be about Selena, maybe about somebody else. Who knows? But I want to give a shout out to Selena for Fan Forever. I want to give a shout out to No Thanks, and I'm reading because I had to write it down so I won't forget. So this person's name is called No Thanks. That's their channel name. I also want to give a shout out to Edgar Spellman, Kim Albright, Rita Mutalib. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Mutalib. Sorry if I butcher your last name. Aline Escalante, Chris Shafransky, Rodale Hudson, Yo Marie Gramond, and Sandy Gardner. So if I butcher your name, please forgive me. So let's get into the answers. So the first question was, where is Selena from? The name the city, and the state. So the answer to that question is Selena, even though Selena, and many of you all put Lake Jackson, and if you put that, you are correct to a certain extent. Yes, she was born there, but she considered, and she lived a short amount of years there, which is closer to Houston, but she considers Corpus Christi her hometown. So the correct answer will be Corpus Christi, Texas, because that's what she considers home. And she spent most of her years there. What is the full date of Chris and Selena's wedding anniversary? And a few of you guys said the correct answer, and it is April 2nd, 1992. In Nucas County, I think it's Nucas County. I could be pronouncing it wrong. Texas. Because they got married in the Justice of the Peace. So forth and so forth. You know the story. The next question is, what is Selena's favorite color? And a lot of you guys said purple and black, red and black, red, purple. And the answer is red and black. And I will have the interview that she did where she stated what her favorite colors were.
All right, look. Can you see that? Cool. Red's my favorite color. Red and black.
Now, I can understand why people say purple, because she wore the infamous purple jumpsuit, and I think she had 2 versions of that. And a lot of her moniker with her signature on it is in purple, but it was before that it was in red. And she never stated that her favorite color was purple. I know that it's on her website that her family created and said that her favorite color was purple and black. But I like to listen to the horse's mouth, meaning I like to listen to the person that I'm talking about. She herself said red and black was her favorite color. So I'm going to go with Selena Quintanilla Perez said herself. Next question is, how many cars did Selena have? A few of you guys said 2. A lot of you guys said 2. But the answer is 3. And the first car she had was the BMW M3, and it was a charcoal gray. And this is, I'll have a picture that is similar to the car that she had. Unfortunately, the car was stolen, so then she ended up buying a black Porsche 968. And that was a newer brand. So I think it was like around 94, 90. I want to say between the years of 92 and 94 is when she bought that car. No, I don't think it was 94. It was like 92 or something like that. It was a newer car. And I have a picture of something similar to that. And she drove that car. Her and Chris shared that car, because Chris gave his car to one of his family members because they needed it more. But he, began to want his own car. So he and Selena went to the car dealership, and Selena saw the car first. The Porsche Targa 911, which is the third car that she had. But it was originally Chris' car, and this is the picture of it. That was originally Chris' car. She persuaded him to get that car because, of course, it's red, and she liked the model. And he did say that he did not want a brand new car because he wanted something that was a little older, because if he got a new car, it would have lost its value as soon as it left the lot. So he preferred to have a semi-used car. And it was a way to save money. So she persuaded him to get that car, even though he originally didn't really see himself in a red car. But of course, Selena, got him wrapped around her finger. He said, okay. But eventually he gave her the car because Selena was a little in her feelings when people were, giving him a lot of compliments on his car. So he felt bad, and he gave her the car, and the black car was a little slower than the red one. So, and then it had some issues and all of that. So they traded that car in, and and Selena bought him, because he wanted a bigger car anyway, because they had animals, and then he also had his equipment. So Selena surprised him with a pickup truck. She put a down payment on for their anniversary. So that pickup truck that you see in the movie, that was his car. So she had 3 cars. What actor did Selena have a crush on? Some people said the Barbie guy that I talked about. No, and he wasn't an actor. He was a singer, a Tejano singer. And I forgot what some other friends said, but the actor someone said Johnny Depp. No, she worked with Johnny Depp, but she didn't have a crush on him. The actor that she had a crush on was Andy Garcia. And if you don't know who Andy Garcia is, I liked him in the movie When a Man Loves a Woman. He played the father, and he played Meg Ryan's husband, and they had 2 kids together, and I think he was a pilot or something. But and Meg Ryan's character was battling with alcoholism. So yeah, I liked him in that movie, and he was also in the movie Godfather Part 3. So now the next round of questions. What was the name and the name brand of Selena's favorite lipstick? And a lot of people in the comment section knew that answer. And yes, it is the discontinued Chanel lipstick called Brick. And they have, I don't know why they just wouldn't bring it back, but they have a similar version of that called Rouge. It's a semi-darker version than the Brick, but that's the closest one, and under the Chanel brand, that's close to her favorite lipstick. Who is Selena's favorite country singer? And a lot of guys said Donna Summer. Donna Summer is not a country singer. She's a pop singer. She's a She's a R&B singer. I guess I was about to say disco, but yeah, she was in the disco era, like a huge success in the disco era. But she was an R&B singer. And that is her favorite singer from that time. But she's not a country singer. Her favorite country singer is Garth Brooks, who was one of the celebrities Selena wanted to meet at the 1994 Grammys. And one of the celebrities that she wanted to meet was her all-time favorite, Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was there at the Grammys, and she also has it's also a picture of of Whitney in the same spot where Selena took her picture with the Grammys. So they were at the same Grammys, but because they weren't allowed to have cameras in there, she couldn't take a picture. How did Selena like her pizza? So I have a clip of it in an interview that she did. So I will let you listen for yourself how she liked her pizza.
Pepperoni pizza, me encanta. Puedo comer mediano completamente.
¿Con mucho queso? ¿O
No,
normalón?
normal, ¿cómo hiciste? Con el pan bien...
Ajá, delgadito. Exacto. Ahora.
So there you have it. Now, what is the name of the one and only song that Selena recorded that she wanted Chris to hear? So a lot of friends in the comment section said Dreaming of You. And if you said that, you are correct. That was the only song that she asked Chris, practically begged him to come to the studio for him to hear her recording. And he to this day felt like that song was written for him or meant for him. What was Selena's favorite Mexican dish? Again, some friends said huevos, I guess eggs, and something else, I forgot what it was, but I will let you hear from Selena herself.
¿Qué tipo de comida?
Bueno, pues claro, música, estoy hablando de música, comida mexicana. Arroz con pollo es mi favorito.
So there you have it. Her favorite Mexican dish is arroz con pollo, which is chicken and rice. What was the name of the Kiss album that Selena disapproved of? Some people in the comment section said Revenge, and if you said Revenge, you are correct. During their time where they were like scuffling through their albums and cleaning out their albums collection, she came across that album and it affected her. But I don't believe that she was really upset about the actual cover. I think it was because she just had an argument with her father and it rubbed her the wrong way, so every little thing was bothering her. So yeah. Where did Selena find their pet snake? Some people said, I laughed because some people said at the pet store. Some people said I forgot where else, but that made me laugh. I didn't mean find like where did they buy it from. I meant like it was a situation where their snake got loose and she found it when she was on the bed and she saw the head sticking out between the mattresses, because their box spring is a twin box springs because they had a huge California king bed. So she saw it sticking out, and so she screamed his name for him to come in, and he came running in, she pointed to the snake, and he laughed at her because she was always acting all brave around people about their snake, but in reality she was scared of the snake. So it was hidden between the two box springs that keep their bed together. True or false? Did Selena have a pet named Andre? A lot of friends said false. The answer is true. One of her dogs' name is Andre, and it's a miniature Doberman. And I believe I have a picture of them two together, Selena and Andre. Name all 5 of Selena and Chris's dogs in correct order. Also the breeds, if you want to be extra. So the first one is the Pomeranian named Pebbles. The second one was a husky, black with a cross in the middle of the face, named Jax. after Chris's Jackson guitar that he dedicated to Selena while she was alive, which was amazing. The third and fourth dogs are together. So the Mastiffs, Taylor and Winnie. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Mastiffs. And their last dog name, it was a miniature Doberman named Andre. What island country did Chris take Selena for their anniversary? He took her to Jamaica. If you said Jamaica, you are correct. After they left there, I guess they had a gig in Miami. Instead of them going home, he surprised her and said, "We're not going home. We're going to take a trip." And he didn't tell her where, but yeah, they took a trip from Miami to Jamaica. What did Chris make sure he did when he and Selena climbed the steep rocks? Some people said that he wanted to make sure that she had on her protective gear and all of that and keep her safe. The answer to that question is the reason why he wanted to make sure he stood behind her during when climbing the steep rocks was she's known to wear bikinis with the cover up. So all she had on was a bikini, and she had on the little long cover up and I guess their boots to climb the steep hill. So he said he wanted to make sure that he was standing behind her so he can see, that donk in that bikini. So that's why he didn't want nobody else to be behind her to see all that roundness. He wanted to be the one to see all that roundness. So that's why. What did Selena do that got Chris so upset that he almost left the house? And I saw a few comments saying something about his career. It had nothing to do with his career. They got into a little argument. She was acting like a child, which most of us women do sometimes when we're with our significant others. She kept kicking his guitar off the bed. She first kicked it, and he told her, "So you kicking shit now?" Like he was cussing at her. He's like, "You kicking shit now? Why you being why you being so childish?" And she didn't say nothing. She ignored him. She had her hands crossed across her chest, sitting on the bed, and she kicked it again, and it fell on the floor. And he got so upset that he said, "You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm done. Not I'm done like the relationship, but he was like, I'm out of here." So he was getting ready to leave, and she ran and cried and chased after him saying, "No, don't leave, don't leave." And he was like, "Why are you acting like this?" and all that. So yeah, they was having a little petty argument, and that's why. What was the name of the drink Chris and Selena tried at his cousin's house? The name of the drink is called Salty Dog, and a few of you guys had that answer correct. So it's called a Salty Dog. It's like an orange fuzzy drink. I don't know what it's mixed with. If I have a picture of it, that means I researched it. I had a picture. I'll have a picture of it somewhere. If it's not, that means I couldn't find it. What was the name of Chris's favorite dish that Selena cooked for him? And a lot of you guys answered that correctly. It's called black tip shark. So she had some shark, I guess from the store or whatever. She got caught, or maybe caught it in the sea somewhere, and she had different spices and stuff, and she marinated I guess the night before and then cooked it. And that was his favorite. And he said to this day she don't know. He don't know how she did it, but he said that it was the best he ever tasted. So yeah. And our last question, well, not our last question, almost our last question. What was Selena's favorite Janet Jackson song? So some people said, "What Have You Done For Me Lately?" Some people said Rhythm Nation, and no, it's off the Rhythm Nation album, but no. Her favorite song was Black Cat, and I saw a couple of people in the comment section that answered that correctly. So yes, her favorite song was Black Cat. She made Chris listen to that song over and over again. So yes. It's actually a pretty cool song. I'm surprised that he didn't like that song before her, because it's more of a rock, heavy metal song. I would play it, but I can't because of copyright issues. Why did Selena take prenatal pills? Some people said because she was planning to get pregnant. No. She did get her, according to her dad, she had like a little stick. I don't take birth control pills, so I don't know. But it's like a little stick and they insert it in your arm. She got it removed around the time that she passed, so she got it removed because she was planning on having children. But that's not why. It was because she wanted thicker hair. Like her hair was thinning in certain places. And as you see some interviews, you notice that like some part, like the part in the front is kind of like thinning. So she was using those pills to thicken her hair. And a lot of people I've heard use prenatal pills to make their hair thick. But I heard that it's not safe to do that if you're not pregnant. But people do it. I forgot the name of it. It's in the book, the name of the pills, but I don't remember it. And I don't feel like, to be honest, I really don't feel like looking through the book to find that one thing. Why did Selena scream on the day she was on her way to meet Yolanda? And I saw some people in the comment section answer correct. Yes, she forgot her father-in-law, which is Chris's father. She forgot he was staying there, I think for that weekend or for that week. And she was on her way to meet Yolanda, and he came out of the guest room and she startled her because she forgot he was staying over there. And our bonus question. What was the name of the motorcycle that Chris bought for himself? And the name of that is called, Kawasaki. I'm writing all this down so I won't, because I'm easily to forget things. It's called Kawasaki Ninja. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But Kawasaki Ninja. And I will have a picture of what that motorcycle looked like. It will be the picture of him and her on top of that motorcycle. And hopefully you can see it. I try to lighten up the picture so you can see it. So yeah, that was the name of the motorcycle that he bombed her out because she snuck and rode it when he wasn't home. And he found out, by him finding out, was because she parked it crooked. Men, you know how men are with their most precious things. They have it a certain way, and they will notice if something is not right. So he noticed that. He went in there saying, "What the hell is going on? What the hell did you do to my bike?" Like, he went off on her, and he had to set her straight. But hey, sometimes you gotta go there. And yeah, so that was the end of the Selena trivia questions and answers. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will try to come back with more trivia questions if I can about Selena. And I will have another video coming out about Selena and someone else, some other man, but I will not reveal that person until next week. So be on the lookout for that video next week. Until then, like, comment, subscribe, favorite, and follow me, and I will be back.